Hey class, Tony here. I want to spend a few minutes talking about your assignment this week, the rough draft. And to do that, we're not going to look at the rough draft rubric, okay? We're looking at the final essay rubric. And there's a reason for that is there are four elements in the final essay down at the bottom of the rubric that are not in the rough draft. And oftentimes students will get tied into this rough draft and they'll turn it in and they'll start making changes I'm asking for, adding in the pieces that they didn't add in, and they don't notice that there's four extra things they've got to do. So when I talk about the rubric today, I'm going to be talking about the week 9 rubric, not the week 7 rubric. My advice, use the week 9 rubric in the way I'm about to explain it. Throughout the class, I've been saying this isn't a research paper, it's a historiography paper. That's different. That still holds true, even more so now. You've had a couple of assignments that you've done. This is like milestone 3, kind of the big one, or the next to big one anyway. They get bigger as you go, right? When you look at the rubric, at the top, in the narrative form, it's got like four things in Roman numerals that wants you to accomplish. I'm going to tell you, skip that. Scroll to the bottom. Look at that matrix. On the left-hand side, you've got the criteria. That's what I'm evaluating you against. Okay? So, the best way to do this is to take that rubric matrix and make an outline. Back to 8th, 9th, 10th grade English, right? That's where we all learned how to make outlines. Make an outline. Roman numeral 1 is the brief narrative. Roman numeral 2, defend the choice. Roman numeral 3, historiographical development. Trends. 4, scholarly works. 5, interpretations, conclusions, or arguments. Try saying that with dentures in your mouth. Number 6, strengths and weaknesses. Believe it or not, a lot of students just buzz right by that one. They don't include the strengths and weaknesses, okay? But you got to. So list out your Roman numerals. Then go back in and put capital letter A, capital letter B, underneath each one of those, a couple of subpoints, and build out, before you start to write, build out a full outline that covers everything. And look, I know your time compressed. Work, kids, family, the world going on, just life in general, right? So for the rough draft, if you will start with that outline and you will fill in the Roman numerals, the capital letters, the little letters, or the little 1, little 2, however you do it in your world, start with that. Because you may come up to the end of the week and you're sitting there on Sunday afternoon going, oh God, I can't finish this. If you turn in that rough draft that's got that outline going for it, I can still grade against that outline. And I can give you feedback on, did you get this right? Are you headed in the right direction here? Does this outline tell me you understand the concept you're being asked to plug in? Okay? Because if you're writing it like it's a creative writing paper, and you've started and you're in the middle of the story and don't have time to get to the end or don't have the end developed yet, and you get down to the section on the influences on authors and the selection of sources and identifying gaps, and you don't have that there, I can't give you any credit for your effort. But if you have it in the outline form, and I can see you've got a Roman numeral for identify gaps with an AB under it, and a Roman numeral for a valuable insight with an AB under that, I can give you feedback on that, and you can get credit for what you've done. Makes sense? Look, this is fundamental, and it's going to support you through everything you write going forward in your program at SNHU. Use the rubric to create an outline. Roman numerals, capital letters, small letters underneath. You can put a source or two in there if you want to as you're building the outline. but just get that outline first, then start writing. And remember things like the narrative. Assume the reader already has a baseline knowledge of your topic. Just half a page is all you need. Defend your choice with your thesis statement. You want to put your thesis statement in bold so I don't miss it? Don't care. Put it in bold so I can find it. Matter of fact, that's kind of helpful. Go back earlier in the term and look at those examples of a thesis statement. Get that thesis statement really tight. This topic needs more explanation. Here's how I intend to explore it. That's less than half a page. You can do that in 3 or 4 good sentences with a tight thesis statement. All right? Look, a little bit long. Sorry about that. If you got questions, shoot me an email and we'll go from there. All right? Enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks.